idea what's going to happen in this episode, but we will see how we get along. Alright, welcome back everyone to Rising Sun Chapter 11, my favorite number. Tonight on Top... Last time on Top Gear, they went to a club, did hard drugs, and met a guy, I think. Oh, and there was also a bunch of shit where you landed and got into a hotel and took a tour around the city, I think. That was the thing you did. And discovered that there's a water treatment plant near the river that you could check out. And you had a look at the defense center and saw that there's maybe some weaknesses there you can exploit. Anything else that we should go over for people that didn't see last time?
Last time on Top Gear, Johanna gets blackout drunk. Gosu does a sick move called the shimmy, and whatever his name is today, is Alfari is terribly disappointed.
Well, at least I could sit with a drug dealer.
Yep. Oh yeah, Razor Ramon showed up. I forgot about that. Okay. I'm just gonna say Bill's character's there in spirit, but just being awfully quiet and sad and disappointed, so...
That's not like him at all.
Okay, so Morello and Vivero open up a secret door here that will take you down to the basement of the place.
Is it behind the portrait of him?
No, it's just kind of like it's a bit boring. It's just kind of like a full swole deal, you know, so...
Disappointing.
It is, yeah. I'm sure he has a portrait in his office, you know.
Is it a picture at least containing mountains?
As a Slaneshi, you need at least 2 portraits of yourself. Life-size, placed somewhere.
Yep.
No, that's the statues.
Oh,
You
I
come
can
down
ask
the
that
back.
question.
You walk down the spiral staircase, and he says, in here, my friends. And opens this door.
Did we enter a bank?
No, it's just the door I used. It does look like a vault door, though. And he goes, my employees have stuff down here, so make yourselves at home.
So you are a bank?
I do know some bankers, sir, but not a bank myself, per
Just call
se.
them that. Oh god. People of bank.
I say, should I buy a bank?
Should I buy the bank?
I suppose there's success in it. And success, maybe.
I'll remind you that Johanna is just excessively wealthy for some reason.
Yeah. Just get rid of that guy.
You can never be too wealthy. Yet, anyway.
I am
Oh
one day.
no, Bill
I'm
Gates is looking at burying trees in caves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe you can be too wealthy.
I forgot to put them down, but just assume there's fucking chairs everywhere so you can sit down if you want. So.
Very well.
Now are we talking chairs or are we talking beanbags?
Oh, it's like a fucking a trendy like Twitter office where they all have stupid beanbags and shit. Yeah. No.
Beanbags aren't stupid.
Beanbags, true indulgence of the dark gods.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there's at least a couple of beanbags in the corner if you're feeling.
Johanna will rush to the beanbag.
Very good.
It seems a bit excessive.
They're very soft, so.
Making intentionally yes poses while doing so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
As long as you're wearing underwear this time.
I'll roll a 1d2.
Oh,
I'm going to turn
why do I have to
around
think of these things?
and not look.
One is yes, 2 is no. No.
Okay.
Oh.
We're going for that tone, I guess. Yep.
So you're going for my Facebook timeline, not my Twitter timeline. Facebook is a fucking mess. I don't understand.
I mean, if it's a
I
silicone
legit just follow porn artists on Twitter because I know them, and it's cleaner than Facebook.
Alright. These people, you look over them, Johanna, and you notice they are they give off the vibe of being Slaneshi cultists, so...
They got that vibe.
They give you the warm smiles and the playful looks and so forth.
Johanna will return it.
Yep, you seem quite happy.
Yeah, Johanna will return the look that says a bedroom later. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Morello gestures for you all to, relax and, have a few drinks, whatever you want. And says, Signors and Madams, what can I do for you since you've spent all this time seeking me out?
Right. Well,
We have a business proposition for you, as it were. I think my associates may be able to elucidate further, but let us say, we like what you do, and we would like to encourage more of it, if that is to your liking.
As long as I don't have to look.
so let me see. Right. Where of the invisible hand on the on the ship the rising sun? Rising sun. And we have come to this planet. Well, to tell you the truth, we're kind of here to conquer the place.
There's a slight smile, a curl to one of his lips, and he's like, we have a likened mind, it seems. I've also been interested in subverting this world for some time. I've kind of gone for a slow, long burn approach to it, but it seems I will.
To rush these things.
It seems that we may need to speed up the timetable a little bit, but you are very fortunate. There is an election coming up, and you may have heard that I am a member of one of the prominent political parties running for the election.
I recently got informed of what what democracy is, so yeah, I understand.
Indeed. I am the prime candidate of the COP, Conservatives of Barros. And I will be running against the currently elected President Walker of the Liberal Party.
Well,
And... Oh, please, carry on, madam.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, well, like my friend here said, we've so far liked what we've seen of you and your group and your crew. So we'd very much like to help you with that. And when we come and conquer everything, it will be better if not too many people have to die. I've heard you need workers and stuff.
Oh,
That and maybe converts.
certainly. I have been planning on subverting this world for some time. I have many contacts and influence within the wealthy elite of this world. You've seen that corporations take interest in me. The people that know me, the areas, the voter areas, they seem to appreciate my policies and my demeanor, so I think this election, once it swings in our favor, we could accomplish a great many things on this world. What kind of assistance did you have in mind to offer me?
We could help fortify the election.
So I, for my part, I'm just planning to, I was just planning to offer you my direct aid. I've got some people of my own, and my friends here, as I know, are very good at, disrupting things, and especially, what was your name today?
So looks directly to Seneschal Justinius Terrectus.
Just call me Justin.
Just
And Justin here is really good at making people do things.
I see.
We may also have a plague involved, so you might want to get on the healthcare side of politics. They'll need it.
We happen to be. You see, well, I'm not. Well, I can't say I'm too fond of everything Civ over there does. We do have a band of like a lot of different people, and we're all working together. So there's a few options there.
Yeah. A war band of the undivided. Is that what you're telling me? Interesting.
Quite a diverse group of people.
Indeed. Well, I'm not unopposed to this. The followers of Nargal are not too unpleasant to be around sometimes. They have their useful ideas.
Thank you. Maybe you're pleasant sometimes too.
Thank you. I would hope so. A plague, you say? Well, that is one idea I've actually been cooking up myself, and perhaps you have caught on to the same thought. We could disrupt the water supply coming in from the sea. The desalination plant is the primary way of feeding water to the populace of Tel Aviv. We could run a little operation there to disrupt the water supply. That would upset the people, cause some fatalities, of course, but such is the price of our plans.
Oh yes.
How I could swing this in my favor is I have vast reserves of water stored with some of my corporations and companies. We could simply, once the crisis occurs of the plagued water, we could simply distribute this clean water free of charge to my constituents and anyone else that wants it.
Oh, excellent. That will definitely buy you points with the voters, I think they're called.
Yes. That would get more voters to see things our way.
This sounds like it would make people like you. If you like, I do kind of remember most of it, so I can tell you what our general plan is.
Oh,
what our general plan was, anyway.
And Johanna then, a little clumsily, occasionally looking to everyone else in the room for reminders and help. We'll go through the plan that I summarized a while ago.
Yes.
Which was Johanna providing direct aid to the sublime and his efforts with herself and her cult.
Yep.
Civ and Gosu using their expertise to spread disease, and I mean he can point them in the right direction there.
Now we can make a play into the vote.
And there was John, who has a talent for convincing people.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was Ursula, who was tangentially put in charge of the Scarlet Reaper and her forces for all this.
Yeah, I can't hide very well in an Imperial settlement because
Yeah.
the ears, the tail.
So it was basically at that point we would of course reveal to him the idea of having the followers of Khorne sow some chaos where a few deaths here and there that are heroically stopped by the conservative party can really
Well, what you could maybe do with the
Shoots at him.
Khornates is have them fuck up a bunch of convoys and civilian traffic, or just some outlying settlements away from the city, and then dissatisfaction grows with the current regime because, why aren't you stopping these marauding bandits? They're killing everyone.
Maybe occasionally, maybe occasionally make a show of specifically the convoys protected by his people, managing to fight off the.
Yeah, you could stage some stuff like that as well, just to add in, like, you know, the government's not doing anything, but that damn Mr. Morello, he's got my back.
Oh god, we basically do what happened in South Africa a couple of
Yeah.
years back.
Oh
It was
yeah,
a bit of a ruckus.
Oh, man. Private
a bit
citizen.
of a ruckus.
That's one way to describe it.
Alright.
A bit of a ruckus. That's great, Han. I can only see your character describing it that exactly
Yes.
that way.
No, a bit of a ruckus. Sometimes you need some people with a strong arm, firm principles, step in and take the lead.
Great.
You could definitely set that up.
Bring the lambs back into the fold, if you know what I mean.
A bit of the rough and tumble.
So that combined with the water treatment plant would be a good, like, initial step. So he seems to agree with this. However, he also has a further, more radical solution, which would be kind of the final blow before the election. He continues.
You're not going to march on the Parliament, are you?
I'm
Not
gonna
quite.
piss on his bed.
I am on very good personal relations with the Vice President Maloney of the Liberal Party. If, say, President Walker was to meet an untimely end, I could have a word with her during the ensuing crisis, as it
That would
gets
be
worse
most
and worse.
unfortunate.
And we could speed up the election timetable and hold extraordinary elections, which by that point I am almost certain to win.
What if?
But only almost.
What if we started spreading some rumors of like his what's it called, mental health or whatever, getting worse? And then, you know, if he suddenly went insane, wouldn't that be good?
What if one of his bodyguards were to suddenly have a bit of a radical change of heart? Be acting a bit radically through, I don't know, some sort of illicit substance abuse. I say as I hold the needle gun.
Maybe he gets incapacitated in bed for a week and then he suddenly dies.
I was going to suggest maybe what if his chef suddenly turns up dead in a swimming pool. But
All
That'd
fairly
be ludicrous.
interesting suggestions, ladies and gentlemen, but I have something planned for this, and I think you, Mr. Titus, look like you're a very skilled marksman. So I've got this for you, which I think should sell the story nicely. He pulls out a long Xenos rifle from a crate.
We're running full false flag.
If
Oh,
you
we
think
would
you
never.
can handle this rifle, Eldari
That's a
rifle.
rifle?
Yes. I found it a
Surprisingly
while
enough.
ago and have shot it a few times myself. It's not quite my style though, honestly, but it's a good weapon.
They are pretty fancy. I tried my hand at one, I think. Oh, I saw somebody trying that.
If you
Might
were
have to get
to
a bit
point
of
this
practice,
at
huh?
President Walker and, you know, do your thing, well, the regime would be forced to concede that there are Xenos raiders operating on this world, sowing even more doubt in the capacity of the government.
Indeed. Perhaps it's time for a stronger form of government.
Yes,
You know,
that's my thought.
Johanna will look to everyone else.
can we like, you know, use those guys for this to make it more convincing?
Good point.
Our
How
good
many of them
friends.
do we have left who you didn't recruit?
Oh,
Why don't we
Prisoners.
We do use one of the prisoners. I can just like, you know,
Johanna taps her hand.
you know.
I suppose if one of them were to get captured in the ensuing chaos, it would be extra convincing, perhaps.
Fair point. I know just who could do the assassination. As for who's the sacrificial lamb, that really depends on who's left.
We will need some kind of small hill to make it more convincing.
Do you know what
Perhaps
you
a
could
bookstore.
do? Do you know what you could do to make this even cooler?
What?
Have 2 snipers.
Oh shit.
Have Han take the
that
real
is what I
shot.
was getting at.
Have Han take the real shot, and then have a decoy sniper who's just there to get caught.
Just like the simulation.
Yeah.
So
that
what I'm gonna
literally
say-
this can be made so funny because like again Johanna can just mind control whichever elder we pick to just stay there, unable
Yes.
to do anything.
Mr. President, get down!
I was gonna say, have you seen the Red Dwarf episode with the when they go back in time?
Oh god, I forgot, did they kill someone?
They interrupt the Kennedy assassination.
Oh, okay. Fuck's sake. That's pretty funny.
Then they have to kill him anyway, so they can get back to their own time.
Because, yeah, you gotta create a time paradox.
Sorry, Mr. Kennedy, I'm gonna have to put you down.
it's for the good of the timeline, you see.
Somebody has to.
Oh. But yeah, you've got a bunch of options. I presume you want to maybe do the thing with the president last and do everything else before that, maybe.
Probably. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Because once the assassination or whatever you're doing with him happens, then that's when he can call the extraordinary elections. You probably want to do all the side stuff first, I guess.
Yeah. We can
Also, I don't
explore.
want-
Johanna definitely wants to start converting people though.
But
Fair.
into what? People who are no longer alive, perhaps?
Cultists.
Into
The most social form of democracy.
Drug
Flesh
fiends.
worshippers, of course.
Not
Ooh,
you.
So
what
drug
the-
fiends.
I do want to ask my friends, once I am President of Balos, what can I do for you? I presume there is another reason you wish to come to this world and seek some
Well.
acclaim on it.
Well, I guess we'd have to talk over the specifics a little more.
Hmm.
But generally speaking, we kind of just want, you to be one of us, kinda. And we can, include this planet here in, a big,
Some sort of a conglomerate of free-thinking system.
Indeed.
what is it?
A enclave among many of free-thinking states that stand entirely alone, but togetherly
Yes.
alone.
Guess you see, at least me personally, I'm planning to take over a couple more planets because it's fun.
Like an autonomous alliance.
I
So
see.
if we were able to continue getting some, help from you in the future, that'd be great.
I think once I'm president, I could provide you with some assistance in future endeavors to the ruinous ones, definitely.
I think in sort of more general terms, it would be nice to have a base of operations we can return to for things like repairs to our vessels.
And this is a
Also-
very nice planet.
Hopefully the execution of some time administrator.
Well, in
I still
this
can't
case,
believe you killed that fucking secretary.
bro.
I will not relent even for the smallest agent of the administratum.
Somebody had to.
In this
I mean, I
case-
guess it was sort of vengeance for them killing me, but still.
Low-paying
It was petty
secretary.
vengeance.
Low-paying secretary position. Cringe.
My hatred for bureaucrats runs deeper than that.
You should
But
have
I'm glad
considered
it-
a career change.
But I'm glad you consider it as my care.
I said. If in the
Yes.
future you met a bureaucrat and you pointed a gun at them, you could ask them the question if they're gonna quit being a bureaucrat.
I will not suffer a living bureaucrat
I thought the
in
question
the
was-
present or not.
Do you believe in the Emperor? Because you're going to meet him.
Oh my god.
He can feel free to invite me. I'll bring Kenny.
It sounds like if you're intending to support further ruinous crusades or other such excursions, we'll need to get the defense center on our side as well. I think that'll be much easier once I'm president, though. I can get us in there and we can figure out what to do with the military heads. At the
We also
time.
have some business associates who may be joining us once the ground has been properly prepared.
Interesting. I look forward to meeting them.
They're a jolly bunch.
Very jolly.
Roll a bluff check, Han.
You probably should actually.
Very well.
Roll a deceive check.
I want to see.
There we go.
How do I oppose a deceive check? Let's check that.
It's probably scrutiny.
Yeah.
Probably scrutiny, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, let's just do scrutiny.
As an Iron Warriors player, I can assure you.
Ooh, He
What
doesn't
the fuck?
quite
You got it.
fully catch on, but he thinks there's more to what you're saying there, but he's gonna just smile it off for now.
Yeah.
As you say.
That time, that sorrow.
And he says, you are welcome to come back to the Sugar Rush to convene and plan, or if you just need a safe house of sports. Though you should be safe in your hotel, I imagine, for the most part. I do know the owner of that hotel, so yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
Glad to hear it.
I do have one thing to offer you before you set out on your plans. My lovely assistant, Miss Vivero. Please. She is a rather skilled surgeon, but I do her a disservice using such a bland word for such perfection. And she kind of walks forward and says, gentlemen, ladies, I would be happy to offer my services as a flesh artisan, should you require it.
Oh, she's from
Well, that sounds
Melancholia.
extra
Oh
nefarious.
dear.
Oh, she's from Melancholia. Johanna will bounce up and go,
Me.
You want cosmetic surgery?
What in the world?
It's not just cosmetic, though. She can literally enhance your stats and physical form.
Well, hey.
So,
yes.
I know
She's
about
a
this
chaos
here.
thief.
these are the flesh sculptors, yes.
Ah, fuck.
Okay.
But you sense her raw skill and power as a surgeon. So.
Damn it.
No. Someone else can help you out, I'm sure.
Just to see how much she knew. I'm still going to say Johanna knows about the flesh sculptors because it's something she would know about, but she doesn't know anything about them.
Mm-hmm.
Would this be considered part of, like, demonology?
You can try it, yeah, just a neutral test.
Sure.
Okay. You've
I
heard
love
rumors
this.
of the flesh sculptors. It's not exactly an art of demonology, but it is definitely a sort of occultic, like, type of chaos magic, essentially. Like, there is science and surgery to it, but a lot of it is, like, magical bullshit from the warp as well.
Oh, shit.
Being being that I already know quite a lot about this, having read the book about them,
Yes.
they can fucking. Let me say it this way. By being a flesh sculptor, you can take any random NPC you find and turn them into give them the same stats as a space marine.
Mm-hmm.
You probably shouldn't. I'd imagine they've got.
You
stuff to do.
shouldn't, but you can. You can turn your by being a flesh sculptor. You can turn your entire party into fucking space marines, basically.
Yeah, it is literally just a super competent version of Dr. Frankenstein-esque stuff.
They basically have a special ability that lets them apply traits to you. Oh, I'm going to.
Okay. At first, I thought you were going to be suggested as Dr. Winter's replacement. I now see you are so much more capable.
It's
I
more-
would not say more. I'd say different.
It's a different avenue.
Fair.
Winter is pure science for the most part. She's like, you know, a bit of science and a lot of magic.
Pardon, let me rephrase. You're in a different business of surgery than he
Something
is.
a bit more specialized, yes, and niche. Kind of like the homunculuses, but the homunculuses are also kind of pure science, I would say. Like, but it's like weird Eldar Xenos science that's all fucked up, so yeah. So, do any of you want to partake of her services right now? Apart
Yeah.
from...
I mean, not right now. Like,
Not yet. Perhaps
you want to see
later.
what happens to Johanna first, I like that.
I mean, I'd need to consider what I'd want to get done.
Okay.
I don't have a to-do list of, oh yes, body modification.
There is that, and also we are already kind of shaky on the undercover vibes, so I don't want to fuck that up too much quite yet.
Okay.
That's for later.
Then I can fuck myself up and become like a super mega
Just get face
demon
tattoos.
motherfucker.
Bro.
Yeah, then I can
Proper, like,
fucking.
job stoppers.
Then I can paint my eyeballs fucking black. Doing.
Just paint big upside down omegas on all of your Terminator armor, but the wrong way round. Paint them blue on white armor.
She smells at you, Gren.
Mhm.
But, she just a moment. She walks over to Han and was like,
Yes.
Sir, I would consider an honor to work on your sublime form. Would you care to take my services? I feel I could enhance you even more, sir.
Very well. I'm George.
Excellent. I rarely have the pleasure to work on the Astartes. This has been most agreeable. It's like, yep, you two can follow me when you're ready, so...
Right. So I should be right back.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Well, we'll do Grand first then, I guess. Are you guys just hanging out, or do you want to head back to the hotel while they get surgery done?
I think we'll lurk and presumably go through like a brochure or like manual of what is available to be like, oh no, is this legit?
I'm going to tend to the house plant.
Okay, yeah. Some of the cultists give you some weird side eye, but they kind of just amuse you and let you do your thing for now.
Trust me, I have a
There we go.
warp entity at home. I feel compelled to tend to these inanimate living
After you, Johanna.
Oh, Mimi.
Spooky
Johanna's
surgery.
very excited.
Yes. Now you notice as you walk in that it does resemble a fairly nice, sterile medical laboratory besides some discarded body parts that are going to be put in the furnace. But there's also a strong smell of incense and other such weird chemicals like that. And there's also distressing, things that distress you a little bit, some like growths in jars and such things like that, like body parts and... You know, a little bit of body horror basically is in this room, so... Not quite to the level of like Homunculus's laboratory, but it's a little bit creepy.
It's getting there.
Yeah. There you go. Right, let's do your surgery. I have the rules written down here to see what we can do. Flesh sculptors.
A shaper.
Okay, so Flesh Shaper alters the sculptor himself, and then Baleful Sculptor, I believe, is the thing for altering other people.
They can do the rite of flesh.
Oh yeah, that's the good one. Yeah, I forgot, isn't it? Let's get the book up. Flesh molding. Flesh saper. It's in the right section, I think, actually. Let's see. Rite of flesh molding. Ah, there it is. I should probably read this out because it's kind of interesting. Rightly feared for their gruesome skin-changing talents, the twisted flesh shapers of Melancholia hold greater power than just their expert understanding of physical artistry. More than demented surgeons overcome with the need to cause pain, each flesh shaper forms a kind of communion with the warp, its power working through their blades and other cruel implements to ensure their vile operations form an exquisite and excruciating ritual. Okay. It requires a subject and one or more donors. I'm gonna kind of hand wave the donor requirement because she literally just grows parts in her lab and has, you know, material if she needs them, you know, so. None of which need to be willing participants. The heretics ensure the theater doubles as a shrine to Slanesh. Various types of incense. Potent narcotics. Defiling the area with extreme loud and bass music. Like that.
Yes. It's dubstep.
Oh, you just put dubstep while doing the surgery. I love that. Like, hell yeah. MLG surgery. Fuck's sake. Okay. Or even cutting both themselves and the other person 6 times before each. I cut myself on all that edge as I do surgery.
Cut myself in 2 pieces.
Okay. Right, so it is either a medicine check or a scholastic lore occult check. And then you get bonuses for donors and such. Okay, you get to choose a trait to apply. And each degree of success increases the value of each of the traits listed by 1. It's going to take 6 hours to perform, plus 1 for every failure. The cost, if successful, you spend 1d10 days recovering. And then there's the price of failure. Basically, each surgery you're going to pick a trait, and it can be an unnatural characteristic, which is the good one. So, we'll do you first, Gren. Which trait would you like?
Alright.
There is a specific list on the ritual.
I'm looking at it.
Yes.
I'll probably copy it and paste it in Discord.
Dude, natural armor and regeneration is really good.
Yeah.
It's very tempting.
I like you can turn yourself into a machine with flesh shape.
Yes. From the moment
you can basically become a cybernetic, but this is the list.
Yes.
Let's see here. I think that Johanna would like... I think she would like unnatural characteristic agility.
Ooh, fast as fuck, boy. Yep. She can enhance your legs and agility. Yep. And balance. Probably your ears as well to improve your balance, actually. Okay.
But what I always love about the right is that it's implied to permanently fucking change your physiology to match your new abilities.
Yep. Okay, it's time to begin the surgery.
Please don't fail.
I hope not. Let's see.
Fail just to tap on him.
Plus 10. Let's see. Each donor adds an additional trait. Ooh, do you want to try and get more than one trait or just the one for now?
It would be fun to have more than one trait. If I could get both, agility and willpower, that would be based.
Okay. Yep. See how far we can improve both of them. So she's gonna do brain surgery on you as well. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh shit! What do you do?
Johanna, yeah. Actually, it would be funny. It would be really, really funny, right? If Johanna laments the fact she's dumb to this woman.
Okay. Can you make me
And
smart?
asks basically, instead of agility and willpower, asks, can you just generally make my brain better?
And give me big brain.
Bring
I
no
like,
please fit.
I like a natural intelligence and willpower.
Could you turn me into the Mega Mind?
Make
Okay.
brain better. There you go.
Here we go. Oh, 3 degrees of success. That means you get a natural agility 3 and a natural willpower 3 added up.
Actually, it would be it would be a natural intelligence 3 and a natural willpower 3.
Oh, there you go. So they just did epic brain surgery on you.
That process takes fucking 6 hours.
Yep. Which is, yeah, Slanesh's number. Hey ho.
I'll roll how many days I need to recover, and then minus my willpower bonus, which was just increased.
You're gonna need 1 day to recover. I bet. This is funny.
Holy shit! It would be. I need to roll a fucking 9 to spend even 1 day recovering.
Let's see. Lamau, you're fine.
Johanna is up
No
again
recovery.
immediately afterwards. Johanna literally with that roll, I'm gonna say Johanna said no painkillers.
Okay, yeah, we did brain surgery on with no painkillers.
I mean, you pretty much can't, honestly.
Thank
You've got to be conscious during brain surgery most of the time, because
Yeah.
you need to make sure that the person is still alive and functional.
Yeah, but usually you
I've seen
get
a
you're
guy playing a
usually you get,
ukulele while getting brain surgery, and I think
Usually
they
you
would attempt
get-
to mess it up just to stop him.
To be
usually
fair,
I mean usually you get some painkillers, but yeah, you need to be awake.
Mhm.
to be fair, all the nerves shooting off, I suppose, might even induce a bit of excess of like.
Oh yeah.
N-
I mean, if
nerve-
this girl is a flesh shaper, you think she isn't intentionally causing Johanna as much suffering as possible? Johanna's fucking loving it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was expecting that.
Slanesh devotees love this shit, probably. Yeah.
Mhm.
They love that fucking grey zone in between the pain and pleasure.
And yes, 100%. Now that Johanna knows that this woman exists, she is going to beg her every single day to teach Johanna the right to flesh mold.
Okay.
Nurgle worshippers hate him. Watch how this one surgery.
Wait a minute. That sounds like it's eerily like the fucking Elder surgeon.
Fucking this woman is gonna know it's lunchtime by Johanna coming in her door and saying, "Please teach me the right."
You know, I still wish I could raise the dead.
Right.
Fuck.
Okay. That's,
Anyway, yes.
That's you done.
6
And-
hours
and
later,
she-
Johanna comes back out, spry and happy.
Yep. She gives you a nice, polite golf clap and says, "How do you feel, darling?"
A lot of words are making more sense in my head now. Awesome.
Excellent. Please do like my services.
I love them.
That is good to know. Perhaps I can perform more in the future, but even this
That's
type of craft has its limits, so we shall have to pick it up another time when you're a bit more recovered.
Sure. I'd be fine though.
She just jumps up. She jumps up with a fucking insanity in her eyes.
Nice.
What's the difference?
Bro.
Oof. This isn't just drug-induced.
Have a glorious time, Mr. Justinius.
As Johanna actually remembered his name.
Oh my god.
As always.
Now
Right.
Carlsberg don't do brain surgery, but if they did,
We'd be the best brain surgeons in the world. Alright. Mr. Justinius. Please,
Yes.
tell me what you desire.
Tell you what.
I feel like we'd have done this step first, but I'm gonna.
I kind of brushed through it the first time.
Yeah,
You know what?
I'm trying to think of stuff still going.
It might be fun to go with regeneration.
Yeah.
And one that I saw that I kind of really like is Burrower.
What the fuck?
That just sounds nefarious.
It is,
Yeah.
and it's fucking genius.
I wish to dig.
I'm not even sure how that would work logistically. I just assume you're physically just more able to dig through the dirt. or
Yeah, I
something.
just start digging through dirt and rock like a dog or something
Yeah.
with sand.
I mean, I think there was a Primarch that ate sand, like First Manus did apparently at one point. So
Oh shit.
Alright. The Sand Eater. So what, regen and Burrower?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try and do it. It's a weird request. I thought you'd go for unnatural stats, but no. Let's see. Hope this works. Oh dear.
No.
She does have infamy points.
That's good.
Let's see. My god. Okay, what happens when you fail?
Can I give her one of mine?
Let's see. Price of failure. Oh. I have to roll on the rending critical effects on the body.
Oh, not again.
Okay,
Oh
which
dear.
Let me have a look. Oof. A D10. Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Did she kill you?
Bruh.
That would be fucking hilarious.
I think she kills you. Yeah. What the fuck?
What a way to die.
That sounds like a fate point there, I'm thinking.
She used a fate point to reroll the test and fucking failed it. That was a 70% test as well, I'm pretty sure. So fuck me.
She rerolled to kill him.
What a gamer.
Fuck. Yeah, that's
You
gamer
know.
time.
When you re-roll.
Holy fuck! Did you? Oh Jesus!
I think Han might need to fate point it. Let me just get the... Like, burn the fate point here. A bit of infamy.
I will gladly burn a fate point for him.
Oh yeah, because that's the thing you can do now, isn't it? Like, fuck's sake.
I will gladly burn one of my fate points for him. I have 8 of them.
Okay, I'm just gonna read
shit.
the critical effects.
Next one's on me.
The critical effects chart. Where the fuck is it? It's in combat, yeah.
Infamy.
It is so warm today, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting here in my Pokemon Hawaiian shirt I got from a sketchy retailer.
Critical
It's
effects.
pretty comfy.
Rending body.
Nice.
Where are you?
Uh,
I think it's right at the bottom. Yeah, it is. The powerful blow cleaves him from gullet to groin, revealing his internal organs and spilling onto the floor. And then, as above, except it's awash with gore. Okay. Yeah, we'll need to fate point this.
Yeah,
let's
that's one.
see. Infamy abilities. You may the heretic may the heretic may spend a fate point, infamy point to spend to immediately heal 1d10 wounds and any critical damage. So the effects when a critical damage or critical hits are not removed. Okay.
Oh, well there you go, Han. I guess you can technically just say, oh, I fate point it so I don't die from the surgery. Like, you don't even have to spend the infamy, like the permanent lose infamy. I think you can just spend away your fate points for the session to say, oh, it's fine.
Alright, sure.
Rules
See,
is
Imagine
written.
nearly dying in what is essentially downtime.
Man.
Embarrassing.
That's funny.
Ugh, this reminds me when I was being taken care of by that apothecary.
Bro.
The NHS.
Oh no.
Let's see. And at tier 2, when suffering a critical hit, the heretic may Slanesh benefit. At tier 2, when suffering a critical hit, the heretic may immediately spend 1 infamy point to ignore any effects generated by that hit. Okay, I spent an infamy point to make him ignore the effects of that hit.
Nice. That's awesome. Right. Okay, so after 6 hours or so, Han, you feel in a lot of pain and don't feel much different. In fact, I'm going to say the surgery stops after like 2 or 3 hours because she realizes I've fucked something up here.
I have to say, man, I'm not terribly impressed.
Yeah. She actually gets up when she's done, and as she kind of inclines her head a little bit and says, "My profuse apologies, sir. It seems I have failed." And she kind of, like, she doesn't normally fail, so she's like,
Just sort of adjusts his collar. Oh, I'm not taking it too personally. It's the Emperor's own gene craft.
It is a challenging
rather difficult to improve upon.
If you wish, sir, please strike me down if you truly wish. For this insult.
It's quite early today. I can't be bothered.
Alright.
Heck.
You are most kind, son of the ruinous ones.
It's more of a sign of fate more than anything.
When you leave
After
the room,
all.
you hear a single gunshot.
No, she seems actually a bit dejected and sad now for a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can't believe
And she's like, there'll be no
Why
more
didn't you kill the
surgeries
lady?
for today. Come back tomorrow if you want more.
She's gonna have some wine.
Yes.
She's gonna have a box wine.
She's gonna have a night of depression. Hopefully she'll be better in the morning.
It seems that it's quite difficult to improve upon the Emperor's gene craft.
It would seem so, yes.
Fair enough.
Oh, what'd you get?
Well, some attempts were made at improving my regenerative capabilities.
Sure tested those out.
Yeah, those were definitely put to the test. I'm afraid that it wasn't quite as successful as was desired, but no matter. Difficult to improve upon the Emperor's work.
Yana scratches her head a bit and goes,
Well, I'm pretty sure she almost stabbed through my brain a couple times, so you know, maybe it's a difficult process.
Yes, besides, there's only one person in the galaxy that I know who can, in fact, improve upon it, and his name is Fabulous Bill. Terrible.
Fabulous Bill?
Yes.
Fancy name.
Yes. Quite the work ethic, but, well, that's about the only ethic he's got.
I want to meet him. This sounds fun. With a name like Fabulous Bill.
He sounds like he really goes around primary colors, but like the really flashy ones.
but yeah, no, fucking flesh shapers. It can go really well or really badly.
Yep, as demonstrated.
Okie doke. Yep, Morello's, all good with you hanging around or planning your next move, come and go as you like, so.
Johanna's definitely going to make this club one of her favorite locations.
Yes.
Okay.
In that case,
Yes.
I will...
And she will save the next dose of D-Dust for another day.
Next time I get a dental checkup, I think I might do it on the Black Sun instead.
Okay,
Understandable.
I'll take you to the map now, I guess, because you can plan
Speak
out
of
where you want to
dental.
go.
Alright.
It is rather late in the evening. In fact, it's getting into early morning. You were kind of up most of the night, so... Yeah, 'cause it's been another 6 hours of surgery, so...
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's morning the next day. There you go.
Nice.
Which means you're probably behind on sleep, but then most of you probably don't even sleep much anyway at this point, so...
I mean, yeah, we are fucking chaos.
Yeah.
like super.
Johanna sleeps occasionally. It may have been a while since the last time. She doesn't really remember anymore. She thinks she's passed out a couple times in between there.
Yeah.
But that was from drug abuse.
Yeah.
That wasn't really sleep.
Fair. I think I've passed out a few times too. Bit too much whiskey.
All right.
Which of your plans do you want to set up first?
Well, so as far as I can gather, right, he wants to use the deceased thing for the purification, like water purification plan.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's going to use it to promote the voters voting for the Conservatives due to them having the pure water supply.
Well, if we're gonna do that and not get discovered by the purification plant, obviously the best choice is to infiltrate the purification plant, right? And and do the deceased thing from there.
The alternative would be going as outright terrorists. Now the real question is, do we frame the opposition party?
Well, the thing is, it doesn't. We don't. It's like it doesn't really matter how we go about infiltrating the purification plant. In my opinion, the most important thing is that while we are in there, we are able to modify the systems to where they will decease the waters instead.
I agree.
And if it is then discovered, afterwards, that the ruling body of government had somehow managed to let a fucking virulent plague slip by in the purification system, oh boy.
Yep.
Oh, I have some questions for Mr. Morello.
Also, we could always top one or two of the security guards with a nice needle full of friends on.
Yes.
Mr. Morello, quick question.
Yes, of course, my friend.
How many government agencies do you have? 3 letter agencies or similar?
Oh, let's see. There's the not too many, honestly. There's Internal Security Bureau. There is there's like a foreign intelligence agency, but there's really only one state on this world, so mostly they just hang around orbit, finding smugglers, looting contraband, that kind of thing. Customs patrols. Yeah, not many, honestly. The only one that's noteworthy to us is the president has his own cadre of bodyguards. They're fairly skilled warriors, I would say. So watch out for them if you come across the president.
Fair point.
Secret
Now the real
Service.
question is, do we blame it on the security agency, or blame it on the bodyguards? Is it the president's conspiracy, or is it the security agency's conspiracy?
Which particular scheme are you talking of?
The plague.
The plague.
How about it?
You could spin a plague any number of ways, I think.
How about just blanketed the government?
Incompetence? That could work. Yeah.
Let people fill in the blanks themselves.
You could even twist this to blame the Adeptus Mechanicus and say that they are not up to the standards they are known for, thus blaming the wider Imperium.
Lacking maintenance. Lacking. Oh yes.
Either way, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna need to find a place to start. And I at least think, with my new big brain.
He says that.
Nice.
I think that the purification system is the place to go.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's a good first move, at least, yeah.
Yes. It would also be the least overt.
I think this would be the most subtle way of starting to veer things before we go grander in the scale, so to say.
Fair enough. I guess if you're all in agreement, you can pick a time and go to the purification plant with your cars.
I think I've thought about how to infiltrate a purification plant to poison it before. I got a couple ideas.
That is very handy, but also very troubling.
So it would really. Well, Johanna's smart enough, so she can kinda suggest this kind of plan, where it's.
So, first thing we should probably do is, like, get a read on what the purification system looks like. So, since I'm a rogue trader around here, I could just, like, say that I want to see what the purification system looks like, and at least scout it out. And you know, I don't know how smart it is to like do this entire plan while I'm posing as a rogue trader wanting to take a look at the purification system. But it could at least scout it out that way and then later do something.
I suppose what we could use as a justification is our interest in gathering salt to distribute in the galaxy. After all, it is a desalination plant.
Yeah.
So one of the big byproducts would be salt, naturally.
That's
There
true.
you go.
Speaking of salt, I do have a bit of salt.
In fact, can I just say that my purpose there is I want to take a look at their systems because I'm thinking of buying a bunch of salt. I think I have the money for salt. I could buy some.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Massive crate of salt.
You might just be able to try and buy the salination plant itself.
I could try that. Do I have the money for that? I'll need to check with my people.
I'm pretty certain that, technically speaking, that too would just be an acquisition test.
Regardless, we can definitely use it as a pretext to have a little peek around the property,
So-
if you know what I mean.
You make some inquiries to see if you can buy the desalination plant, but you run into a hurdle. The desalination plant is government owned. It's a state-owned thing.
Disgusting.
I would
So it is not for sale.
Buying it anyway is suboptimal. What you want to do is work there really,
Exactly.
really badly.
Really?
Yes, actually. Now, the real question is...
day, I accidentally poisoned 15,000 people every second.
Well, you
Where's
see-
your supervisor? I don't know. He was out for land.
Oh,
I think-
actually, I know the perfect pretext. I could go there as a compliance auditor.
Oh, nice.
I need
that
a
helps.
high-vis and a clipboard, and no one will question my presence.
Actually, yeah, that'd be funny as fuck. You could just go in there and be
I
like,
will use my knowledge of the Codex Astartes to audit.
I'll tell you what, I'll move you to the plant now and you can figure out what the actual execution is there. So.
Also, usually the perimeter security isn't very good.
Yes, you did scout it out last time and discovered that, yeah, it seems to have fairly lax security on the outside.
I don't know about you fellas, but I'm definitely going to try my hand at going into a jumpsuit. Though it means taking off this armor.
Okay.
I might need a gas mask.
Here you go. Salination plant.
Actually, it's a
Oh, shit.
desalination plant. Unless
We're gonna put salt in the water.
we're gonna make it a regular
Turn the frickin'
desalination.
frogs. Stu, I had a cheeky idea just now.
Yeah.
I would like to use my forgery kit to make a bunch of fake visitors passes.
Oh my god, you're just gonna pretend to be health inspectors, okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, in that case, you know what?
We
I'll
make the
masquerade.
trickiest test.
Yeah, you make there's only 4 of you today, so yeah, you do it.
There's one thing you learn serving in the Alpha Legion for a prolonged period of time, and that is health and safety.
How best to avoid
It's
it.
very important.
Now.
Here's your luxury sedan that you arrived at. Oh, ye.
I guess we're going as health inspector security.
Yes. Don't worry, they won't question the sedan.
I think you bought
Compliance orders
two...
make a lot.
I think you bought 2 vehicles, if I remember right.
Yes.
You bought, like, a sort of SUV van thing, and then the luxury car. There you go. I'll just park them there on the road. Imagine the road's a bit wider, so because this looks really stupid. You're just blocking the road. So you could just park in there.
Why not?
I'll tell you what, yeah, I'll just put you there. That way you can make a quick getaway.
I'm back.
Alright. I suppose I will have the word with them.
Are we doing this now? The story?
The health inspector is in the house, so to speak.
Also, if you seem a bit out of place, Johanna, just say that you are from upper management, supervising the auditors. It always works. Just here's a clipboard. There you go.
I was gonna say, yeah, just carry a clipboard and be aloof.
Yes.
Hold on. Johanna, in preparation for this, Johanna will disguise herself as a secretary.
Pasta.
I'm sure you earned that position through merit alone.
Which
Bro.
I'm continuing to roll like shit.
You know what? They just think you're some slut that's hanging out with the inspector, I guess. Like, you try to look all prim and proper, but it doesn't quite work, and you look a bit too
I'll try to make a deceive test.
There you go.
There we go.
Nice!
I just sort of, like, tap them on the shoulder and just go, women, am I right?
Are you coming along, Skog, or are you just gonna sit in the car?
I think I'm gonna have to sit in the car because I am singularly unsuited to, passing as human.
Yes. I'm human, thus
oh,
you cannot...
Would Ursula be able to pass as a tech priest?
Oh.
Potentially, as long as I got a nice big hood. I
Yes.
believe that was the plan anyway, I just don't remember.
That would actually be perfect for this, probably.
You know what we should remember to wear a helmet. Remember to wear a helmet. If you're a tech priest, we can say it's your face.
Yes, and
I
a high
wondered
vis.
why I had a really badly doodled, like, tech priest version of Ursula open when I got back to my PC last Friday and was like, what was I doing?
Okay, oh, this is an important question. Ziv, what kind of plague did you cook up to put in the water system?
Fuck, Gozu had that on lock.
Ah, Gozu's not here. Well, in that case, we'll have to improvise, adapt, overcome. Isn't there a ritual for Nurgle to make plagues?
There's a right, I believe.
Yeah, we should find that.
I could double
It was
check.
something slow burn, I remember that much from the discussion.
Yeah, I
So it'll
will...
get spotted too quickly because,
Also, we can probably make Ziv's getup look like one of those, like, maintenance suits you use on starships.
Fair. That's going.
Just say that one guy brought too much PPE.
Just
the
say
one-
he's an Ogren in a hazmat suit.
I believe that is indeed a good idea.
The one that I can
Probably more
find.
convincing.
I'm going to try
The
to
one that I can find is the Unleash the Thoted Footman.
Ooh.
Which summons a plague bear.
Oh, so you could just summon one in the water.
Just throw a plague bearer in there like he's a water monkey.
That would be pretty fucking funny, actually.
Yeah, because you could just have a
that's
cloud
somewhat.
of little Nurglings just swimming in the water, yeah, as well. There you go.
Right.
You can also do a true chaos move of kidnapping an orphan and forcibly using the ritual possession on them to make a plague bearer inhabit their body.
Oh.
I think we could just summon the demon as it is. That seems
I'm just
a bit
gonna-
kinder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Remember, we're here to win hearts and minds.
Well, tell you what you
sorry.
can do, Ziv. You can pour in various chemicals and potions that you have on you that you've been cooking up. Just whatever random shit you have.
Yep.
And
I do
while,
few
if you have
things.
enough time while you're there, you can try and do the ritual while People trying to look inconspicuous.
Or if you want to go full Nurgle, you can drop by the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I was
Actually,
gonna say you could just dunk your arm in and give it like a swirl around.
I remember I might have a few different fucking things. I have, for instance, a green goose apple from the Necrons. I have Friendzone. I have a rotten grain sample.
Oh, that's good. Put them all in a
yes.
cauldron and mix them up and see what you get.
Very
Fuck,
violent
that's like
hangover.
ages ago.
Congratulations, congratulations. Through untold hours of toil to create a disease, you have created the Pneumonia.
Right. Greetings, Sharon, ma'am. We are here for the compliance audit.
Nice. Yes, sir. What do you have your papers, please? I think you did forge some papers.
Yeah, I show my visitor's pass, and if they look too long into it, I will make an intimidate check by looking down at my clipboard and passive-aggressively making notes on it.
Okay, yeah. They give a quick
Johanna,
look. Yeah.
Johanna will try to distract their attention.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, yeah. They all, like, they're trying to look at Han, but some of them keep looking at
Johanna,
right,
as he's kind of walking up, Johanna in her fucking slutty secretary outfit drops her pen and then leans down to pick it up.
I just rubbed the bridge.
Just the classic move, yeah, okay, yeah. They're all like, you can go on through, ladies and gentlemen. I trust everything will be well. All right.
Oh. Don't mind.
Being weak.
Don't mind Diogren. He's been told to put on PPE, and he just kind of never takes it off.
Understandable, sir.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, back to work. Howdy.
Oh, Skug, are you coming along?
What are you doing?
Yes. I do not have the updated artwork, because I apparently did not save that. Excellent. Good one, me.
Oof.
Yeah.
Fire anyways.
Unfortunate.
No worries.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Big place.
Beautiful.
Yes, it's not too bad. It's not a massive building, but it's quite, functional and expensive. There's a few doors and a little bit. It goes a bit further back as well.
I make a whole show and dance of like assessing the
around.
distance of this gas tank relative to the wall. Look, I'm looking at if there's any sort of lines demarking it, and like it's got warning labels on it.
It's like, no, this is not the right thing.
You got one of those little laser levels, so you can just get all the numbers, and you're not writing them down anywhere. You're just pressing the buttons on it.
ISO 9001 does not approve of this.
Oh, no.
Like, Johanna is going to, just while we're here, is going to try and measure how thin the veil between realities is in this place.
Oh, okay.
So that's 4 degrees of success.
It's thinner than average, but it's not a huge problem for... It's not like going to be a super easy conduit for demons, but it could be done with a bit of a push, so... It's a little bit weaker than average due to the water carrying all the weird memories and psychic essences of, of life and things. And there's quite a few souls here with conflicting emotions and such. Kind of reason. To aid the mole men, yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was so focused on the moles, I forgot the disease. I left it in the hotel or something.
Bruh.
I think.
Okay. So you'll go in right. You just see some workers loading boxes of salt. Being sent to DSP's house, most likely.
Oh shit. He's in no short supply, that's for sure.
Yeah. He wants to taste that artisan salt.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Do you know where we could find the desalination room?
Sir, the main pump is over there. And she kind of points upwards. But there's also a plant for processing all the garbage and excess water. Just over there in those rooms.
Thank you.
Excellent. That will
No
be
problem,
a
sir.
good place to start. Thank you.
Yes, certainly will be.
Right. Very good.
Let's see how well they filter things out here.
I will positively write something down on my
Okay.
piece of paper.
You can go in at the bottom there, actually.
Excellent.
Okay, bottom here?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Revealing a room with a big cylinder hole thing in the middle where dirty, foul water is being pumped away.
Oh, fantastic. So lovely.
You're gonna have a bath in it.
I'm salivating.
Okay.
I'm just gonna close the door real quick.
Now. Not gonna do anything like that. We have work to do.
For the love that is all that is unholy, please restrain yourself.
Do you know what you could
I'm
do?
just going to take 50 samples.
Yeah, I was gonna say take a load of samples and add them to your potion of foulness.
God. He's just gonna add the sewer water to a bong or something.
Add more debuffs to the poison. Alright. Yeah, it's just churning away as it pumps and filters the horrible water away.
Interesting.
Beyond that, there's not much to the room.
Alright. Find the desalination.
Yes, let's get to the real work.
Yes.
I'm going to have to show this to Kenny. I think he'll be very, very glad.
Yep.
It's so contaminated.
Okay. As you proceed further north, you see more of the lovely plant.
Oh dear, it's too clean. Yeah. Oh, at least there's some dust there.
You are greeted by more people milling about and working on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
One large figure catches your eye, a Praetorian gun servitor that's just kind of standing idly there.
That's a pretty big boy.
Yep. You have seen them before, yo. I think only Skog remembers these people, technically. Ziv was there as well, actually, so yeah. Ziv
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I remember this motherfucker.
This motherfucker. Yeah, they can be a bit of a nuisance.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I need to...
Well, gentlemen, let's stay undercover.
I need to put different music on. Hold on, I actually had a perfect track for this. This is ambient, water purification. ASMR water treatment.
Nice. Oh, Johanna, would you mind if we quickly convene in the room over there? I have something to discuss related to compliance.
Could you bring me some more dirty water?
You two, Ziv, and Ursula, of course.
Oh.
Quickly.
Johanna agrees, but also I now have a reason why Johanna failed to make convincing secretary outfit. Because all of her secretary outfit knowledge comes from pornography.
Yes.
Okay. So, I believe those AdMech personnel might be a bit more of an issue, as they might actually scan things. What if that servitor were to suddenly have a bit of an episode?
Oh.
Which one? The
Very
big one?
nice.
The big one with the big gun.
The very big one, yes.
Alright, so how big of an episode?
Murdering the two Adeptus Mechanicus personnel. I think that would be sufficient. Any other collateral might be, it happens, these sorts of things. This is what life insurance is for.
Okay.
Fair point.
Let's see.
I suppose that's a good way to go about things.
Now, we could use a little dose of friends on, but I do believe that Johanna has some more sublime capabilities in this regard.
Well, if you need friends on, just say the word, I'll stab them. With a syringe, I mean. I could stab them too, but...
Out of character, just gotta know, do servitors have the machine trait?
Yes.
That makes it difficult.
Well, I do believe that some... Oh, no.
Yeah, Johanna will say.
Might be a bit difficult. Like, servitors have a bit too much metal in their brain.
Right.
So it's a little simple, and I mean, you'd think being simple it'd be easier to control, but no, it doesn't work that way for some reason.
Perhaps a more blunt approach, then. Let me think on this.
You do have a needle rifle.
Indeed. John is basically trying to figure out if, like, shooting it with friends on will actually make it frenzy.
Yeah,
you can re-roll that.
You'd have to hit a fleshy bit.
we haven't considered a tunnel or anything, have we?
But most mechanicus don't have the machine trait, do they?
Typically not, no. Higher ranking ones sometimes do, but yeah, like tech priests themselves
But
don't
what I
always
could
have
do
machine.
instead is, if we're afraid that the tech priests are going to scan us, why don't I just compel them not to?
I'm sure we could come to some arrangement where we simply distract them and we walk past.
Oh,
Okay.
it sounds crazy, but we make a tunnel. Like a little small one.
I was thinking we just throw something at one of those pipes until it breaks, but yeah, you know.
Sure. Yeah, fair. It's okay. Yes, it's more manageable.
I need to remember the voice. I think we should just resort to simplicity in this occasion. It will be more plausible if something simple goes wrong than if something complicated happens that will draw the attention of those who presumably will be guarding the door and hallways.
So, not the servitor, then? Just the admin personnel.
I think we should be able to just walk past if we have the right credentials, which I believe that you have.
Very
Mr.
well.
Exodus.
And if any anomalies occur, then Johanna can always step in with her
What?
persuasive demeanor.
Yeah, actually, why don't we just like walk where we want to go, and if the admech happens to stop us, then we do something.
That's fair.
That was the intention.
I'm
Oh,
considering.
okay.
Couldn't we just sabotage the equipment? Basically, make purification impossible.
We would like to do that on the way out, as otherwise there will be uproar before required.
Okay, so how exactly would we like to conduct the sabotage?
Well, like, I thought the plan today was just to come around and look at it, and then we can do whatever after that. We could stage a terrorist thing if you wanted to.
Yeah, but terrorism might be a bit bad when you got that big fella there.
True. But
Well, that's what friends on this for.
As fun as it would be to pretend to be a terrorist, or, well, actually be one, I suppose. Maybe not.
Oh, also, any sort of overt activity would elicit a response.
Indeed.
Naturally, there would be some sort of investigation as well.
Also, it would make it harder to frame the president for this. If we want to, of course.
If we're going to, like, the idea, right, was to put your concoction in the purification system and like sabotage it. So why don't I try and I could like distract the admech over there, and someone else could go and could go and get started with the whole sabotage thing, and then afterwards we'll just make sure that it becomes that someone makes a big deal out of it.
Good point.
So that it becomes public. That the purification plant didn't do its job under the like government.
Yes.
Yeah, fair. As long as we can blame it on government neglect, that will definitely help.
I mean, otherwise we could just kill everyone here.
I think something slow burn that we can merely slip into the system and walk away will be more efficient on this occasion.
Also, it will definitely help us take hold of the planet. We don't necessarily want to have to do it by killing everyone.
So
We'll want some newcomers, I think.
We only have to kill specific important people, and the rest, well, it won't really matter.
So, then me and Justinius will distract people. You, Sev, get ready with the plague thing, and of course the one who has to do the sabotage is you, Ursula. Since you know how to use, you know how to do technology stuff.
It is something, yes. I can sabotage the equipment, but it will not lead to anything more substantial, and I feel like we don't want to do that today. Because if we sabotage it, they might be on a higher alert when we drop something in later.
I mean, true, but in that case, we could just, walk around a bit more and then leave now.
That is probably wise. Somewhat like when you want to lull a city into a false sense of comfort. You merely do observational runs flying past in your bombers. And then, the day of the event, well, they won't notice a thing until the sky turns into fire.
Yes.
Ooh, what about if we have some people of ours, infiltrate this place, and on the actual day that we do stuff, the lights go out, and then gives us some time to do things.
Very good point. I'd probably try to whip up some of Kenny's devoted friends.
I suppose we could ask if we can get access to the employees register and see if we can make some beneficial adjustments, yes.
Perhaps a customary background check for the higher-ups for promotion opportunities. I'm sure some prime names will go on that list.
Also good point.
Put this way, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Good point.
What's a fly?
Well,
I don't know.
Tell you all about that.
Oh, well, yes, actually, yes. Do you have the big things with see-through wings? They're quite fascinating.
Oh, yes. Tell me.
Well, we need to go to one of the plague planets, I suppose, and then I could show you. It's been a long time since I've seen one of those.
Johanna has probably seen a fly before, but she does not know the name for it.
Okay. So do you just want to look around, leave, and then come back, or do you want to... Actually, no, you want to look at the records, right, of the employees?
We wanna have the building, all know what the building looks like, and then we look at the employee register for what again?
Well, what we do, right, is we go and talk to the people on the door, and if they try and talk to us, we interject and ask them if they have access to the employee register, because we are here to search for people who may have promotions, and that will get them to leave us alone, as they'll be more inclined to move up in the world, maybe further up the hive, perhaps, to one of the more cushy systems. And this means that we can then explore the place of our own accord, be more familiar with it, because at the end of the day, it is a working building. The floor plans may not be accurate anymore. It will be better to see it with our own eyes. and be more familiar. And again, people will recognize us if we come back. They'll be like, "Hey, it's those guys, the ones who have got the that promotion
Yes.
thing." They'll incentivize them. You know, make them want to come around to our way of thinking, if that is to your liking.
You make a good pitch, you know.
I'm very surprised. I am really tired right now.
No, but you make a quite a pitch,
All right.
I'd say.
This
Let's
way
go talk to the people at the front then.
If not at the front, we go into the back, and if they try and stop us, we will merely overrule them
Very well.
with their own. Yes. Now I'm hoping that people who are merely guarding doors will not be so high and mighty that they are above the lust for a better position.
Oh, we should also explore the other rooms, by the way.
I have a question though.
Hmm.
Which room is the back? Because the back is over here, but that's just the purification part. It's the actual purification plant. So is this the command room? Is this the command room? Is this the command room? Where do we go?
Well, let's have a look.
Let's
I'm just gonna go
first.
for this door.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
You open the big door here, Han, and you're greeted with quite a lot of busy figures.
Oh, that's
A little bit more of a militant presence in here. It appears to be the big generator room that powers this whole thing.
Oh, shit, brother.
There's another big fella in there, and a couple of Scutari, and a higher ranking tech priest bent over looking at some readings on the console.
I'll just look around the room. Someone looks at me, I just wave at them, and then get back to writing on my clipboard.
Okay.
Do you think that's Dave? I think that's Dave.
Yeah, the servo skull kind of does walk a bit closer to you, and then I guess he closed the door.
Just close the door on
Oh, Mao. Okay.
Check.
The skull does not follow you, luckily. So. It's going to
Now we know what that
inquire
does.
Yeah,
Let's see what's over here.
Nice.
Okay.
In here, there's a guy and a gal chatting and drinking some coffee, and there's a guy awkwardly sitting in the corner smoking a cigarette.
Nice.
This appears to be a break room for staff.
Could I buy one of those?
Kind of looks you
Okay.
up and down. This massive guy walk in. He's like,
Oh.
sure, man, sure. And he just hands you a couple of cigs. Yeah.
Thank
Oh.
you, bro.
No worries.
Don't mind the Ogren.
No worries.
I love cigarettes. I can't get enough.
You'll have to smoke outside, my friend. As I just sort of like just try and push Ziv away.
Sim in a gesture is just gonna crush them against the front of his mask. At least two of them, and he's gonna pocket the rest.
Beautiful.
Oh, sheesh.
Okay.
Yummy.
I mean, you're selling the cover story well, honestly. Just...
Smoking inside, interesting. I make a note of it on my clipboard.
Yeah.
Say, you wouldn't happen to know where we could find the employees registry, would you?
Yeah, sure thing. Sure thing, sir. Is over here, and he kind of gestures
We
to the
would
other
like
room.
to go to your human resources department, if you could.
To the other room that he pointed off to the side.
Resources humanis.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Thank you kindly.
No worries.
Take care. Very
Yeah.
quick. Just walk out.
Yeah, the guy and the girl seem really put out. They were maybe being a bit... trying to be flirty in front of the smoking man, and then that just made it even more awkward when more people came in.
Actually, I'm going to do them a solid. I'm going to go back real quick.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, man, I don't want to be a douche or anything, but I'm currently conducting a bit of a compliance audit. would you mind smoking outside? It's a bit of an occupational safety hazard.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
I did not realize.
Oh, don't worry. If you just smoke outside, I will make a note of it.
Oh, no
so
problem.
good.
Thanks. You just,
I just give the two of the finger guns and then leave.
Yeah, they give you a little nod. Like, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you,
There we
cool
go.
safety inspector.
Yes.
That's the most benevolent action this group has taken in a while. There we go. That was pretty funny.
John just thinks to himself, somebody has to. This is what I've been trained for.
The Alpha Legion trying to make it better.
Do it
We're
Striving
true
for a better
for the
idealists.
tomorrow.
community.
Right.
Kind of are the true idealists in 40k, honestly. It's like,
Yes. Actually, is there a door over there?
yes, there is.
Excellent. I'm gonna go over there.
Okay.
I will follow.
Okay, you go in, and there seems to be a plastic lock over this door.
Oh.
Well, that won't do at all.
That's pretty awkward.
Oh, give me a moment. I'm just gonna go to the other room again. Terribly sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, okay.
I was wondering if I could inspect the other room next door, the one with the plastic lock on it.
Sure,
Any way we
sir.
could get inside?
Yeah, that's the bathroom. Hold on a minute, and they both walk over,
Beautiful.
I need piss.
and they're
We
like,
are here to
Sorry.
survey
Jerry,
every inch of this
can you
facility. Apologies if this is unintentional.
I'm terribly sorry. The big man is not very good at... it's been a long car ride. There's some traffic jams along
Yeah.
the way.
they're like, Jerry, the health inspector wants you done. And he's like, oh, God damn it. All right. And then he wanders out, like, fucking patting himself down. And is like, all right, there you go. It's all clear. Go.
Only one bathroom. huh?
Wango.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll make a note of that.
Okay. Zip, you're taking-
Yeah, it's just gonna head
Just
in
taking up
and
the room.
yeah, and I guess he's just gonna fill more samples with the toilet bowl.
Awesome, that's perfect. Actually.
Ma'am, as an occupational health and safety officer, I will request that you leave the room
All right.
for your own good.
Yeah, there we go back to smooching. There you
Yeah, he's gonna lock the door, so he's not gonna take any chances now actually watching him take samples.
I don't want to know what vile ritual is taking place in there.
Well, it's not actually called pissing. It's called, well, taking samples out of the toilet bowl. But
I,
go. For fuck's
Okay.
sake.
we're gonna carry on from that.
Okay. Go over to the
Zoom.
office room.
Yes.
You open
the
it.
more
and-
rooms we can
Yeah,
explore, the
that
better
will
they
also
are to get.
completely ignore all of that because
It appears to be. Yep, you can go inside, but there appear to be some people doing admin stuff on their computers.
Ah, culprit.
Yes.
I need to stay outside. I can't kill them yet.
You should stay outside.
They're fulfilling their manifests for selling salt.
Right. So we have the employee records, right?
They should be in here, yes. That would be the assumption.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. just get a computer. Go on.
look like you belong. Bro.
Yeah, if someone looks my way, I just wave at them.
Yeah, it's
With,
like they
like,
turn
clipboard
around
in
and look
hand.
at you and see your clipboard and your badge and stuff, and
Yeah,
just kind of shrug and
the
go
high
back to
vis.
work. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got that Inspector Riss.
yeah. Sit my ass down on the chair. I'm actually doing like a horse squat because I'm heavy,
Yep. Nice.
pretending to fit in.
Awesome.
I'll basically just try and get the things we need and make sure we have access to the system.
Make a neutral tech use test to operate the computer.
Oh shit! Is John a boomer? Time to find out.
No! No!
Windows
He's a fake
Windows 7. What? What is this?
Windows Banderas.
It just works.
Let me test out Johanna's new intelligence.
Oh, Johanna, would you mind having a look at this? The screen is a bit.
Yeah, sure.
The keys are so small. I can't believe.
Bro. You delete system 32.
I think you're supposed to press these buttons and
The screen goes blue.
listen.
For the love of the Emperor. All right. Excuse me, ma'am. We're currently conducting a compliance audit, and I'm, well, as you can see, I'm not the most technically minded.
Oh.
Would you be able to give us access to your employee records?
Oh, no problem, boss. And she just looks over your stuff and it's all correct. Alright, let me bring this up. Let me just do a test for her as well. Yeah, it's fine. She knows her way around.
Nice.
There you are, sir. I'll let you work on it. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
He's like squinting really hard. He's like trying to use the Auspex to zoom in on things, but it's not working. Right. I'll just download it to my data slate, I guess. It'll be easier.
Put the USB in.
I shall
Download
also
mainframe.
take notes.
Oh,
I
yes.
think
I was going to say
think you need to
Scott could have
double
done this easy.
Yeah, so that's way better at all of this.
That would actually have been a better choice.
While Johanna is walking around, she can be seen like looking at the structure.
Yeah.
A lot.
Cool.
quick question. What do you suppose of the majority of the dangerous bacteria? Ooga booga.
Oh. Sir, it is mostly disposed of in the outgoing pumps here, where with all
I
the
see.
bacteria is filtered. There you go.
Very nice. Good to see good water filtration.
It's what we do here, sir.
Pardon. Good to see nice water filter. Yes. I'm trying to masquerade as an ogre
Yeah, it's just like,
badly.
no, it's just like I understand, sir. Of course. It just goes
I'm
back
not. Not good words.
Lobo.
I think it would be best if you just remain quiet for now, my trusty companion.
I'll lead Ziv away by the hand.
It is all right.
You brought him along to lift boxes
Yeah.
of salt.
Exactly. Alright, come on, my big friend. Time to explore some more of this area.
I just wanted to know where they put the bacteria.
The bacteria.
I do believe that would be most of it, wouldn't it, Johanna?
It is imperative that we find where they are storing all of the materials that are unfit to drink, so we know that they are being properly disposed of.
Of course. I believe that was already answered. It would be over there, right?
Indeed, that is where they dispose of most of their bacterial, terrible bacteria, harmful bacteria. I already have 50 samples. I'm very excited to use them.
Bro.
I'll have to keep some spare though.
Up at the top of the maps, too. Which one is the seawater and which one is the salt storage?
So, I've probably done this the wrong way around, but that is the seawater. And that is the cleaner water.
Seawater or clean water. Gotcha.
Yes. I have no idea if they would visually look different in real life, but I can
They do look a bit different, but I don't know if they would look that different inside of a purification plant.
Nah, probably not.
Yeah. That's a good visual reference.
Yeah, it's just so you know what's going on. And you can pretend it's like magical, nice, clean, super clean water with weird sci-fi chemicals in it. So.
Yes.
Oh no, they put too much fluoride in the water.
Yeah. Oh, no.
They just added different lighting to make it look nice.
to fuel the populace.
I can see the Imperium doing that, to be
This
honest.
is aqua, clean water.
Don't trust the water, it glows in the dark.
We're up.
I'm kidding.
Right, so anything else we have to have a look at, Ursula?
I believe we have covered almost everything that is available in this facility at this time.
Good.
Agreed. I have most of the bacteria I think I need to make a proper concoction.
We have reviewed their human resources department and their waste management protocols and found them to be satisfactory. We shall return at some point to, what is that word? Review the situation.
Alright, well, in that case, we should process our notes back at corporate. He says, sort of snickering to himself.
There is always paperwork to be done. We should return.
Also, we need to run tests on all these bacteria. Yes, of course. Tests.
Yes.
We shall make sure that all of the samples we have collected are within the safe bounds to make sure that there is no negligence on the part of those operating this fine establishment, as all of the operating personnel at least seem very professional and quite lovely.
By the way,
I turn
Whatever
my
you
hood
say,
towards one of the door guards as I go past saying that.
Stu, one of the individuals looks a bit fancier than the others. Is that intentional? By any
Yeah,
chance?
he's like a head of security type guy, so he's got some fancier armor. So.
I'll just wave at him and tell him, like, oh, see you next time.
Alright, sir.
You look fancy. Cool dude. Bye-bye.
He just shrugs. Okay.
I actually shrug at him back. Carry on.
Come along, Ogren. We have much more to do today.
Once we get in the car... Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Johanna says,
So, I didn't really do much, so I decided to do this instead.
she will present what she had been drawing on the clipboard.
Oh dear.
Oh, excellent. Good work.
There's a lot less dicks than I was expecting.
Actually, yes.
You can call me Your Honor.
Less dicks. Less dicks. Looks where it says boxes.
Yes, that's what I said. Less dicks than
Ah,
I expected.
right.
Not none.
I really like the Suiyak panel. Really indicates where I need to go.
It's way easier to do this now. Not that my mind doesn't get distracted as much by thinking about.
She trails off there.
Are you sure you're okay there?
Yeah. Okay, I shall take you to the map.
Slight int increase, and Johanna can suddenly do the thing that she could do before she spent like 10 years consecutively high on drugs.
Okay. It's later in the evening now. You can go back to your hotel or plan something else you want to do.
I think.
What's the consensus?
Well, it's pretty late DRL. I think. So we've now scouted out the place and know what it looks like roughly.
Yep.
What is going to be our plan? What is going to be our plan here? Because the general idea is still probably to sabotage the purification system itself a bit, and then use the purification plant to seize the waters.
Indeed. I think for the next time we might want to explore other avenues and not consistently go for the purification plant.
Yeah. I mean, the question is, like, how subtle we want to be. Because the issue is, if we're too subtle, like, it will probably just be, like, a minor contamination, and the AdMech personnel will go, oh, There's a minor contamination. We should fix that.
How it would be, how I think that would actually be maybe a good idea, right? Is if we did actually stage a terrorist attack of a kind. But like, we made it, but like we stage it so that we try and stage it with the Sublime's help to make it so that when they clean up after the attack, there's like they're not as probably careful about checking the water purification system as they should be.
So
it's like then we can double neglect it by saying that the current government showed neglect not only in general but also after a terrorist attack.
I just thought of something that allows us to circumvent all of that, which is that we just contaminate the pipes further down the line.
Yeah.
Literally just...
Actually, we circumvent the whole treatment plan. We just focus on where it's outletting.
And we just make sure that like any sensors are disabled.
Right. It's
or,
very
like,
simple. It's very
changed.
simple. We cause a localized power blackout. When the plant turns back on, we have contaminated it downstream. And then they will have to shut the plant down because it's got contaminants in it. And that'll take them fucking ages before they realize it's not the plant, it's the pipes. Tap's head.
Yeah, that could work.
And we've just had a health inspection, so we know the plant was good, so something must have happened since then. Now all those people who are sucking up to us, and we've just given them a clean bill of health, are going to be shitting themselves because suddenly they done goofed. They got complacent, you see.
Yeah, they'll be on the shopping block.
There is one like minor issue there, which is that the plant has its own power generator.
Yeah, but we could probably still deal with that.
Yeah.
Like,
Civ Smash.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still going to be nighttime in this place. So, and the only people who would be there at the time would be the tech priests. But they can probably be at least distracted or let out.
Oh, actually, since we have like the overview of the employee records, would we also be able to kind of see the schedule? Like,
Yes.
who's there at what time?
Yeah, you'd be
Oh,
able to
forgot the
pull
clock
some
in sheet.
records there. Yeah, you could pull that way over there.
And we do have access to a flesh sculptor, which means that we do have the opportunity to just have. One of the things you can do with the right is change someone's appearance.
Yes.
So what you're saying is we need to get their supervisor pissed, get him to let us in at night, knock over the generator.
We're gonna take his face off!
No.
Okay, fair.
That
Okay, never mind then.
work when we could just get him drunk.
Okay, fair.
And then he
But
brings
taking
in
his
some
face off.
ne'er-do-wells, which we fit very well as a description, who come in to do some restructuring of our own.
That's fair.
This seems plausible.
It does.
A lot of plans to consider, actually.
Mayhaps we should think of our plans until next time.
Yep.
Possibly.
Come up with a more refined way of handling the situation. Because you could always just do all three. Just do everything.
Yes.
Just,
Okay. Let's see.
I mean, again, it's like. Personally, I think it's good if whatever plan we do does attract some attention to the water purification plant, because unless attention is drawn to the purification plant, it doesn't really feed into the Sublime's plan at all.
Yeah, 'cause you want the government to look bad.
We want the local press to take notice of the fact that the purification plant is fucked.
Yeah.
I think in that case, like the friend zone thing would still be a decent idea.
If we...
I've got a bigger brained idea.
Oh.
We just report our findings to the press as a whistleblower, and we lie. And then we contaminate the water system before that downstream, so that they have to then have a full, proper inspection by the actual authorities. And they will spend loads of time going through everything, at which time the water treatment plant will have to be turned off, so everyone will be without water because of this negligence.
True.
I like
That
that.
seems quite bad, especially if we basically pump hallucinogens into the water supply at the same time.
Honestly, that's a wonderfully simple and solid plan.
You ever
Yeah.
just drop
I'm
like
game for
2
that.
kilos of LSD into a water pipe?
In total, the hurdles in the way is we need to gain access to the pipes.
Easily done.
Yep.
Will the
Find the
pipes
nearest
need...
factory.
Yeah, but won't the pipes need to be want to like the running water needs to be turned off while we do this?
No, so what you can do, if you want to contaminate water supply, is... This is not real advice, definitely. Is...
This is a game of Minecraft, folks.
You can... It's a bit like how you put treatment into a radiator system. You open a valve, temporarily. You then, instead of having a tap on the other end of that valve that you've closed, you put a big bottle of Ziv's bathwater. You then open the valve again, and then that will flow back into the system by osmosis, Brownian motion, whatever you want to call it. Brownian motion is probably the more suitable term. And that will slowly contaminate the system. And if we use a really, really big tank for that, it will slowly contaminate the entire water supply, as long as there are no non-return valves in the system.
In other words, the real hurdles are make sure we're not noticed while this happens, and Silengosu has to make a lot of decease.
Yeah.
It's a slower method of doing it because it'll take a while for it to catch on.
Now, the real question is, per things I have that I'm thinking I'll put in the ultimate contaminant. We got toilet bowl water, bad bacteria water, so filtered bad shit. Things that got filtered out.
I'll lend you a big crate. I'll lend you a big crate of hallucinogens.
Sure.
You can mix that in.
That will go well with the frenzel.
Yes. So let's just have an outbreak of that one fucking movie Rage.
It's gonna be a fucking Crown of Madness IRL.
Yeah.
Well, in 40k, I mean. I also got some sand tiger fluids and some black grenades I'm thinking of putting in, along with the rotten grain sample.
Yeah. You can literally
All
just add
kinds
everything,
Yeah,
make
just
a
like,
horrible
okay,
concoction.
something here will make people either go mad,
Oh,
like mad and fucking hallucinogenic, into a fucking rage, or you will get diseased, or you will just get disgusted.
and when Gozu comes back, you two can do a nice ritual to pray to Papa Nurgle to bless this concoction of bullshit. He might add in some of his own stuff to it.
We do a little terrorism.
Oh. Bioterrorism.
It's bioactivism.
And all we
What
have
I
to
do?
And honestly, we don't have to plan that much of the publicity stuff part of this plan, because we can leave that entirely to the Sublime.
Yeah, he knows press.
We can just
people.
tell him about the plan, and then he can figure out the publicity side of things himself.
Yep. He can have agents do the whistleblowing for you if you want as well. If you...
That would
Don't
probably
worry.
be for the best.
Yeah.
The less things tie back to us, the better, honestly.
Mm.
But we can definitely do the actual like contaminating of the water.
Yes. I also do definitely, if we have time next session, I do definitely want you guys to actually do the assassination, because I think that'll be funny as fuck.
Hell yeah.
That's
Right,
fucking
first,
fair.
we need to get some astroturf to put all over Ziv.
Man, I just
We
want,
get
I do
stand on his
wanna,
back.
I do wanna know I do wanna know what kind of guy he is, just for the slightest chance that I can also make this, that I can simultaneously, as we kill him, make this one of the infamy acts for Slanesh,
Yes.
which
Nice.
is select a target and then fulfill that mortal's greatest desire, no matter what the vice is. Only when the target is most euphoric can his soul be harvested for Slanesh.
Bro.
Oh shit.
Nice.
I'd really like to investigate what kind of person he is, because any chance I can of doing the prostitution assassination would be great.
Are you just gonna Arya Stark him from that pre-release chapter?
Yes.
The funniest
That's
fucking bit is
monstrous. You fucking.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
funniest
Jesus.
bit is it's the easiest avenue for an assassination. You have
Listen.
either
If he is the type who goes to pay for pussy, then Johanna will go pretend to be that, to go and be that pussy and make him really depend on Johanna, and she'll fucking murder him.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and thing is, we can just direct him to a strip club, inconspicuous. Civ and Ursula, or Civ or Ursula, could be like the security guy outside, making sure nothing. He doesn't mistreat the performer, or vice versa, I guess.
I'm just saying this. I'm just saying, if there's we'll have to investigate what kind of person he is. But if there's any chance of this, I really want to go through with it.
That's fair.
So, because if over the course of like a week, I could make him trust Johanna, or even longer than that. To be fair, I don't think we have that much of a time limit.
I mean, if we're going for the slow burn contamination, we could literally just be picking away at these guys for months.
Mm.
At the
But
point,
it
I
sounds
was
like it would take a while.
Yeah, that would
But
be a
my-
lot of.
But my point is just it would be, man, I just want to do some real evil Sonishi shit if possible.
Nice.
Yeah, no, the more I think about this, it's like we might have done like initiative to do like what we're doing per day almost, if we're doing this long term.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, you can make this a long-term campaign to slowly destabilize the world, and that might help you in the final.
Again, it is very possible. It is very possible for us to just do a violent takeover of this planet. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's the real question.
We
Will
can't
go
do an all-out war, but we can definitely engage in guerrilla tactics and fucking like corrupt this world through violence.
And let's not forget, the military is distrusting of the government, so we
Good.
can still use that.
I think we just need to sow discord until we can present an answer to all of their problems that just keep getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm hoping with
If we
the...
can,
Sorry.
yeah. Sorry. No, go ahead.
I'm hoping at least with the corn raids, maybe we can inspire the military to grow closer to the conservative government.
Is
well,
one
the
easy
conservative
way
party.
of doing that. You kill one of the military leaders and just pretend that it was done by the security services. There you
Oh, the
go.
intelligence agency.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doing
you
the
could,
false flag
actually.
then.
The glowies.
We can also, if we're able to set it up, we can also like intercept messaging between the military wing and the actual like government body to make it seem like they're being ignored. If we do that, then that will immediately make them start to distrust their government. And if in like the depths of their despair in like having to handle all of these fucking attacks while getting minimum support from the government, suddenly they receive some donations, from one side of the voting body, suddenly you have a lot of voters.
Oh, actually, here's how we kill two birds with one stone. During the deposition of the president, just make it look like it was done by a military guy.
That will create distrust. That will create distrust within the actual government body. Yeah.
Yes.
It would be fun if you... I'm not sure what I mean, you don't have to use Eldar Rifle, but that would be a funny thing to throw in there as a random Lamau, what's going on in this.
What we can do is, if we want to make it super complicated, that's not necessarily necessary. But if you wanted to do it, make it super complicated, we could throw in the Eldar Rifle, and like the whole Eldar thingy, and also throw in evidence of like a military setup of the president's murder.
Yeah.
Making it seem like not only are the military involved in it, they might be working with fucking Drukhari.
It's very simple. 2 shooters, one of them with a standard military issue rifle that civilians won't have, and one is a hostile alien. And we shoot them at the same time.
Yes.
Because then there is conflict as well, because then there is the aliens versus the predators.
And hey, honestly, it probably would be best to involve Johanna in at least distracting the man so that he stays in one place to set up for the shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that.
There's one thing that can be said about Johanna, at least she's distracting.
So we should bring out one of the Dark Eldar from retirement. For one last mission!
I'm running out of those at this point, I won't lie.
Listen, we still have some that I'm pretty sure are just sitting as prisoners.
Yeah, because we still have at least
we
one.
can just sacrifice one of them.
What if you just tell one of them, like, hey, if you, like, we just strap, like, a collar to them, and we tell them, if you assassinate the president and you get away, you're free. There you go.
Alternatively, I do know that we might have gotten a certain bloodthirsty blood bride to join our allegiance.
In person, though.
Yeah, that's fair, actually.
We probably shouldn't, like, as much as they would be fond of killing, we probably shouldn't include, well, maybe. You're not talking about the Cornates, are you?
No. Well, she's probably with the Cornets in terms of living situation per now.
We could probably have
the Blood Bride. Blood Bride Tazani, I think it was.
Oh, right, you're talking about the... Oh, yes.
The Dark Eldar I'm trying to recruit to Khorne, basically.
Yes. The Drukhari Blood Maiden, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, Blood Bride.
Alright, so... I guess for next time we go through the motions of setting up the setting up a water purification failure, and begin gathering information about the president so we can assassinate him.
I mean, plenty of time to falsify all the documents while the water purification is undoing itself.
Yes.
So we just need a big cistern, basically.
I mean,
and
that also
fill it full of ooze and wait for, Brownian motion to work.
It also works out well because while they are going to be working on the water purification system, that is likely going to occupy quite a few government agents.
Yep, they'll be
leaving us much more room. Yeah, leaving us much more room to do shit unnoticed.
Especially if they start mysteriously dying. I'm not suggesting we need to drain the swamp. I'm saying we need to go and drown people in a swamp.
Bro.
Fair.
Think.
We need to first manufacture the swamp.
We are manufacturing the swamp right now.
I think with that, folks, we will leave it there for our lovely party of heretics to figure out their next move for next time. So, thank you all for watching, and we will see you all again soon on Top Gear, or whatever. Alright.
Don't trust the liberal deep state.